A very good morning to all my lovely students. How are you all? I hope you all are taking good care of yourself by staying home and staying safe. My name is Fatima Kulsawala from Atmiya Green School, Jadeshwar, and I would be teaching you English. So let's continue with the grammar chapter number 15, talking about future, going to and will. So students, in yesterday's live class, we already studied about the usage of both the words, that is going to and will. But before moving towards the exercise, let's just have a quick review about both the words. As I told you that we are going to use going to for the actions that we have already decided to do in the future. For example, if you have planned a picnic on next Sunday, you can say I am going for picnic on next Sunday. Or we use going to when we know exactly what will happen next based on what we see or know now. So we use going to when we know exactly what will happen, that is on the basis of the current situation. For example, he is going to the costume party in the evening. If you see a boy dressed up in a costume, then you can make it out that he is going to a costume party. So these are the two usages of going to. We also studied the positive, negative and question format of the word going to. Now let's move on towards the word will. So for future tense, we also use the word will. We use will to talk about future. And when do we use the word will? The first situation is when for activities we decide to do at the moment we speak. For example, here there is a conversation given over in your textbook on page number 65. Ken says, I am bored. Let's go out to watch a movie. Leah said, okay, I will book the tickets online. Then Ken said, great, I will get out our bicycles out. So here you can see the first thing they decided was Ken decided that he wants to go and watch the movie. Right now he just decided what he is going to do. And after that, the rest of the activities would be followed in the future. That means the booking of tickets is not done. It would be done in the future. And so you can write, I will book the tickets online. And then the next thing Ken said he would be doing is, I will get our bicycles out. So these two things were decided, or these two activities were decided at the moment they decided to watch a movie. See the small box given over here, yellow one. It says she plus will is she'll. That means she will is the full form, and if you contract it, that means the contract form is she'll. That means the short form, she apostrophe double L. In the same way, I will becomes I'll, that is I apostrophe double L. And for will not, we would be writing won't. It would change. Now let's move on to the another usage of the word will. We use will to tell people what we know or believe about the future. One example given over here is, I will be 10 years old tomorrow. That means you know that you will be 10 years old tomorrow. So you don't have to write I am going to be 10 years old tomorrow. You will write I will be 10 years old tomorrow. So make sure that you understand the difference between the usage of going to and will. When you know or when you believe that something is going to happen in future, then you have to use will. They will invent a faster way to travel around the world. In the second example also they have used will because it indicates that, or you can say that you believe that in future there might be another way to travel around the world which is faster. So here also they have used will. Let me give you some more example. For example, my sister will be 5 next Friday. So here you know that she will be 5 years old next Friday. I will lend you this book tomorrow. So here you already know that you are going to lend the book tomorrow, and so you can write I will lend you this book tomorrow. Or you can write I expect it will rain this afternoon. This is something you can say it's a belief. By seeing the clouds, you believe that it will rain. So here you have used will. So students, I hope that you are clear with the word will and its usage. Now let's learn how to form a positive statement, negative statement and question using the word will for future tense. Let's see the formation of statements using will. So here you are seeing the table which shows the formation of positive, negative and question statements using future tense and the word will. So while making a positive sentence, we are going to first write subject, then we will add will and then V1. V1 over here is the base form of the verb. That is the present form of the verb, and subject is the person who carries out the action. Then while making a negative sentence, we are going to write the subject first, same as positive. Then we will be writing will, and along with will we are going to add not to make a negative statement. And then we would be writing the verb base form, that is V1. V1, that means a base form, and also it can be said that it is a present form of the verb. Instead of will not, we can write short form, that is won't. And while making a question, the first thing you would be writing is will. And for future tense, as you know, the word will is necessary, so we would be writing will. Then you would be writing subject, that is the person who carries out the action. And the third thing would be the base form of the verb. So remember students that when we are writing simple sentence, that is it may be positive or negative, we would be writing subject first. But when we are making a question, we have to write will first and then subject. Let's see some more sentences. Here in your textbook on page number 66, you can see the questions and negative statements formation. The first thing is question. How do you form a question? As I told you earlier that we are going to write will first and then subject. So here instead of subject, they have written first, second and third person, that is you, I, he, she, it, we or they. And then they would be adding the verb in the base form. The example given over here is will she run? In this question, you can see that they have wrote the word will first, then the subject, that is she, because she is carrying out the action run, and then run is the base form of the verb. As I told you that base form is always present form of the verb. Then the negative statement formation, for that you have to write the subject first. Instead of subject, they have written first, second and third person. I, you, he, she, it, we or they. Then you would be writing will not, and instead of will not, you can write the short form, that is won't. And then you have to write the verb in the base form. So see the example given over here. They will not run. So here they is the subject who is carrying out the action. they are running, and here we are making a negative statement, so we have used will not, or instead of will not you can write won't. So students, I hope that you are clear with the formation of questions and negative statements using the word will, which represents future tense. So let's move on towards the exercise D. Complete the following sentences using will or will not and the correct form of the verbs in the bracket. So you have to use the word given in the bracket, and then you have to write along with the word will or will not. So let's see the first one. Jason dash 14 next week. So you have to use the verb turn, and you would be using will or will not. So here we will write Jason will turn 14 next week. Second one, Kareem dash complete his degree next year. So here he would be completing his degree next year. So it's a positive sentence, and so we will write Kareem will complete his degree next year. Third one, book your tickets soon, or there dash not be any seats left. So here you can see that this sentence is negative. If you don't book your tickets, there won't be any seats left. So they have written won't be. And remember, I told you that won't is the short form of will not, and be is already given along with it. So it would be book your tickets soon, or there won't be any seats left. Let's see the fourth one. Sayani dash not participate in the science fair this year. Now if you see the bracket, they have written not participate. That means we have to make a negative sentence adding will. So you will write Sayani will not participate in the science fair this year. Instead of will not, you can write won't. Let's see the fifth sentence. Don't put more air into the balloon. It dash burst. So here it's a positive sentence, and so we'll just add will along with it. Don't put more air into the balloon. It will burst. If you notice, students, we have used the base form of the verb, and it is the same word which is given in the bracket, because all those verbs are in present tense, that is the base form. Sixth one. Shalini is going to Paris next month. She dash visit the Eiffel Tower. Here the word visit is base form, that is the present form of the verb, and we have to use will along with it. Shalini is going to Paris next month. She will visit the Eiffel Tower. Seventh one. By 2028, India dash be the most populated country in the whole world. So here, by 2028, India will be the most populated country in the whole world. And students, by mistake I have written the along with will be, so you are not going to write the. You will write by 2028 India will be the most populated country in the world. So in the blank you just have to write will be. Now I hope that you understood this exercise, and so please complete this exercise in your textbook. Now let's move on towards the next exercise. Complete the table with suitable sentences. Here they have given one sentence in the column, whether it might be positive, negative or question, and on the basis of that one statement we have to form the remaining two form of statements. So let's see the first one. In the first sentence, they have given the negative form, I will not buy a kite. So when we make a positive sentence, we are going to remove not. That means when we make a positive sentence, we will write, I will buy a kite. And when we are making question, we would be writing the word will first and then the subject, that is I, and then the base form of the verb, that is buy. Will I buy a kite? So students, please write down the positive form and the question form of this sentence in your textbook. Now let's see the second one. Sarah will attend the summer camp. So here they have given us the positive sentence. So we have to make negative and question. So let's see how we are going to do that. For negative sentence, we have to add not along with will. So the sentence formed would be, Sarah will not attend the summer camp. And when we make a question, we will write will first. Will Sarah attend the summer camp? And make sure to put a question mark at the end of the question. Now the third one. In the third sentence, you can see that they have given the question format. Will your friends perform at the party? So this is a question. Now when you are making a positive sentence, you would be bringing the subject first. So what is the subject over here? It's your friends. So when you make a positive sentence, you would be writing your friends first. Your friends will perform at the party. And when you make a negative sentence, you have to add not along with the word will. So the negative sentence would be, your friends will not perform at the party. So students, I hope that you are clear with both the exercises and you have understood this chapter properly. If you have any doubts, please let me know in the live class. Till then, see you soon students, and take care.